in the process of going to all these infertility programs and being, knocked full of hormones and operated on and waking up, and somebody saying we have a chance of 3 babies, and somebody 2 weeks later saying we have a chance of no babies now, decided as I was going through that process, I got to see women coming into the clinic together and sitting together, and I overheard at one point one woman say, boy, I feel like a pincushion. I've been shot full of hormones every single day. And the other one said, what's your problem? I'm the one having this baby. And I thought, what is this? What are they? And they're having so much fun doing it. And it was a program called surrogacy. You all have heard about it. And there are numbers of ways that it's done, but it is the process of one woman carrying the child for another woman. I'm not going to cry. And I said, I want to try that. My doctor said, you're out of the baby business anyway. If you want to have a child in your arms, move on. And entered a process. And my infertility doctor had said to me, he was a screener. He said, I've met a woman that I think is a perfect match for you. Just knowing you, knowing her, I think that's it. And I was so impatient. I said, give me your number. Oh, we can't. Give me your number. Okay, fine. And he had talked to both of us about the other. And we met at the Hamburger Hamlet in Westwood, California. I love local friends. And she had brought a book of pictures of her children. And we sat down, and in the next hour, we were laughing, we were hugging, and we were linked arm in arm and decided we're going to have a baby for me together. It was the most delicious, I think it was 10 or 11 months. I don't know how long it took to get the whole thing going. And that means drug testing and big questionnaires about the experience that you want to have. Do you want to have the mom involved? Gosh, you're so pretty too. This must be, I was going to say the pretty table, but it's not true. The experience you want to have needs to be defined. So do you want the surrogate mom to be there to meet the child? Do you want to have contact with her afterwards? Do you want to have contact with her when she's pregnant? And we all went, yes, 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 tick every box. And so I was there with my husband's sperm in a dish and at the doctor with her. So I was there when my kids were conceived in a funny, quirky kind of way. She conceived, and I got the call, and we both wept forever because it was a call that never came to me. You're going to have a baby. We shared every moment of that pregnancy. I went to every appointment. She came to my house. Her kids came to my house. Her children wanted to make sure that this baby had a bedroom because they were little kids. So they got to come over and saw the baby's clothes and saw the baby's bedroom and got to spend time with me. And as she was about to go into labor, she was my issues. Paparazzi was all over us. And we wanted to have the experience by ourselves. And so she came to live at my house. We had security. We got to the hospital. And we got to have the experience without a lot of eyes and cameras on us. And the night before she delivered, we sat up in the baby's room, and we folded baby clothes. And we looked at her baby's books and wondered about what the children would look like because, of course, it was her egg. And the one thing we decided was we will always be friends. We'll be the two moms that raised these children. And I should tell you that my eldest son turned 18 in August. My youngest turned 16 in January. She had 2 of my children. It sounds like I have more out there. She gave birth to my 2 sons, and she was at the party with her eldest son, who was back from Iraq. During the years that he's been in the service, my children and I have made packages to send them, his whole platoon, with little pictures of them together as youngsters and during the entire career of their friendship and their childhood. She is one of my people. She is the woman who gave me my life, my dreams come true. And we will always, always be close. So that's one thing that I've had in my life that women have provided. My twin sister, my gosh, years and years and years of incredible closeness, over 60, and I can say that because she's the same age. My friend Lynn Bowman, longtime friend, longtime confidant. I'm going up there next weekend to do a book signing with her. And as I said, it's the excuse to travel with her and see her and write it off. Oh, we have to write the second book? I'll be right there. Because we don't live anywhere near close enough to be together. I was going to talk to you a little bit about what women, how they commit to each other. And I remember being in my early 20s and somebody saying to me, wow, that's awful. You lie and I'll swear to it. And it's that sense of whatever it is, I'm here, I got your back. Me saying to Robin, wherever those kids go, because 2 of her kids went to Afghanistan, I'm here with you. I'm here with them. There was somebody said to me once that women are, in their darkest moments, they are holding the back of the bike. And in their everyday moments, they're just running behind you. And that's what we are. It's an extraordinary life, an extraordinary time. And I'm so pleased that Paula has put this together. I did not quite understand the process by which we've all come together. How many of you have been here before? Have been a part of this group? Yes. It is the newbies. It is the 100th anniversary of the International Women's Network Day. See, I knew you'd all know that. I kept trying to get it straight before we came on, and there it is. Gosh, tell me anything that's on your mind. Tell me how you love your women friends. Tell me how you support yours. Mom's the one, right? I can remember my mother, who, bless her sweetest heart, had 5 children. My older brother had Downs, and they were just working class people. And she found time. She made time for every one of her children. My older sister, my twin sister, she is older. 2 minutes, and I will always call her my older sister, was an artist. And there was no money, there was no time, there was no energy. And my mother took her aside and said, we're going to find a way to make this happen for you. And she found a summer program in the park in Lantana, Florida, that Florida girl? Several of you, thanks. That gave free art lessons. And every Saturday morning, she got her up and she took her and she sat in the park while she had her lessons. I had said, I would like to, I don't know, model? Believe me, it was not in my future at the time. She said, well, because I was a pretty unattractive kid. And hard to believe, I know. Gal. Remember the time in the makeup chair, time in the hair chair? A lot of secrets. She said, well, there is a beauty that's about not how you look, it's about grace. And that's what you'll need to cultivate, darling. And so she took me to a girl named Karen Merletto. Anybody know Karen? She was our high school beauty queen. She was gorgeous. She had a long beige ponytail that I think she slept in a roller that would do this. And when she walked, it did that. And it was fun just to look at her. She was just one of those, what we call desert island beauties. You put her on an island, take everything away. She's still the prettiest thing you ever saw. So my mother took me over there and said, will you teach her how to do this beauty pageant stuff? And I know Karen looked at me and thought, what? Are you all crazy? And we spend afternoons with her talking to me about grace and about how you do that. And if you're going to be in a pageant, you need to let people look at you and let them look at you shamelessly and stand out there with all the confidence in the world. Now, if you've seen those questionnaires that we give men all the time, what do you like about women? What attracts you the most? Besides the obvious stuff. They will say, do you know this? Confidence. And what a shocker that was. Men like women with confidence. So Karen Mileto told me the same thing. So she said, when you step out on the stage, because there's this little line of judges, you want to come out there and you just want to stop. Because it's your room and it's your time. Then, when it's time to answer questions, you go to every judge and you stand right in front of them. You look them in the eye, you shake their hand, which they'll tell you not to do, and you shake their hand anyway. And you look them in the eye. And pretty soon, they're just plain dazzled. And it isn't about if you're cute. It's about how you acknowledge them, how you acknowledge yourself, and how you make both of you feel in the room. My friend Gigi Mead, because this is seventh grade, by the way, was in the same pageant. And Gigi, like Karen Mileto, was a great beauty. Big blue eyes, red hair, little freckly skin, smart and gorgeous. And I thought, well, there goes the pageant. It was a junior eligible pageant. And so we got down to about 10 of us. And I didn't hear my name called, so I went back to my seat and thought, well, I got the top 10. And somebody called and said, where's Hall? Where's Hall? Where's number 12? Where's number 12? She needs to be back on stage. And what I can tell you is, I don't have to tell you, I won the darn thing. And if I showed you the pictures, you would say, how did you do that? Because Gigi Mead was third runner-up. I mean, how did that happen? But it's about how we feel about ourselves, how we care for ourselves, our own level of self-care, and transcending everything that we are and everything that we're given. My mother said to me, you're not going to be a great beauty. You need to be a great grace. You need to be kind and loving and generous and funny and all the other things that make up who women really are when they let themselves be it. She knew that. She found ways for all of us to be special in our lives. My older brother lived near us for a very long time until the moment he died. And in that moment, I don't know why I want to share this, but I do. He died about 8 years ago. And we were all there with him because we were his family. And we all climbed into bed with him and held him and talked to him about, look for the light. Grandpa will be there. Grandma will be there. We'll meet you there later. And it's a really safe place to be. And you go on now because it's your turn. And there are people there waiting for you. When my dad died, we all got into bed with him and said, look for the light. Grandpa's going to be there. Grandma's going to be there. We are here. We have a job to do here. We love you. It's been a wonderful, wonderful existence. Thank you for being an extraordinary dad. When my mom died, my sister and I climbed in bed with her. And she was in hospice. There was a long time that we didn't know exactly when she would pass.